one.
Well, it is snack time at Chez Julian. Why is it snack time? Because you folks said it is. Remember, Barbara's birthday was Thursday, and I put out a photo on Facebook of this curried shrimp and garlic over a Creole guacamole with pepper crackers. Excellent, excellent, excellent dish. Sounds delicious? It is delicious. And guess what? Like everything else I do, it's easy. I'm gonna have a sip of this French wine. This is fantastic. And I'm wearing my colors today, not my chef outfit. Purdue, I'm a Boilermaker Big Ten. Barbara's like an Ivy League, you know, Vassar, Columbia. They don't know how to party like we do in the Big Ten. That's college life for you. Barbara's shaking her head, but she knows better. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Get down to it. We have some leftovers here from the other day, so it's gonna be, I'm only making 5 shrimp today. But first, the guacamole, the avocado. You want to make sure your avocado is ripe, okay? And you do that when you go to the grocer, the produce, you just kind of press it. And if your finger can leave a little indentation in it, just a little bit, that means it's ripe. You don't want it too ripe because it gets black on the inside, but that's how you know. If you have a hard avocado, you better get your grandmother's dentures, baby, because it ain't working. All right, so what I did was I'm using just one here, one avocado, okay, and I'm gonna put in some onions, okay. This is about 1/4 of an onion, just chopped on 1/4 of a medium onion, and then the pièce de résistance, the lime. Now listen, you can use lime juice from the store, but you know you really don't want to do that. What you want to do, I'm going to turn on my skillet here for the shrimp. What you want to do is have fresh limes. Fresh everything, okay? I go back and forth with my herbs. Some are dry, some are fresh, depending on what I'm doing with it. But you want fresh lime juice. This really brings it out. Now, I have 1 avocado, okay, for 1 basically small lime, all right? Now, here are the ingredients in this. I'm using it's kind of a Creole sauce. Creole seasoning, and I'm gonna sprinkle that on here. A lot of herbs in this thing, very robust, and I'm liberal with it. And once again, you want to season to taste. I'm also using coriander. Coriander brings the flavor out in a lot of things. You know, coriander is also from the cilantro plant, and it's fantastic. A little garlic powder. And again, you see how I'm doing this, but you season the taste. But here is the deal. You mix all this up. I'm just using a masher. Okay? And you just mash it all down. Comes all together. Okay. And there you have your guacamole. Now, you notice, you know, I'm not using any, for instance, sun-dried tomatoes in this. This is just the base of this. What's going to make this dish kick is not so much the guacamole, it's the curried shrimp. Now, you're noticing something here that I've done with this dish here. I didn't use any salt. I have high blood pressure, so I try not to use a lot of salt, and my doctor gets on my case about it. My doctor, actually, he's like an excellent cook in his own right. And he says, Julian, you've got to learn how to taste the flavors of your meats and your salads and your vegetables without all of the salt. He says, what happens is the salt brings out some flavors, yes, but you really don't know, and you won't taste the true flavors of it unless you actually use no salt. And guess what? It's a stone cold mother. I'm doing almost everything. I'm going to come up with some more dishes now without salt. Seasonings that can flavor everything. And I'm going to show you the steak in a minute here that I've actually seasoned up without salt as well. Okay, so you got your guacamole ready for me. Let's taste this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. Now, I'm using for this size 21-25 shrimp. I normally use 1620. Those are the jumbo shrimp. When you're putting them on crackers, you don't want a size that big. Don't ask me what these numbers mean. 16, 20, maybe 16 to 20 in a pack, 20 to 1. I don't know. The bottom line is those are the sizes that you go by. 1620 for your entrees, 2125 for crackers and your appetizers and stuff like that. All right. Now, I'm going to take the shrimp, and I have a little mini skillet here, and I'm going to put that in. And I already have garlic in there, as you can see, and my curry powder. I'll tell you, one thing about all the seasoning, Barbara's up here sneezing here in the background because the seasoning is so strong that you really don't need the salt, but the curry, all these aromas, they just take over a kitchen, and a lot of times they take over your house. So when people come in there, what is that? You can tell them what it is. Coriander, oregano, curry, cilantro, tarragon. You're going to get to know all these names. But the bottom line is, this shrimp is almost done. It takes, like, literally no time. No time. What I'm going to do with this, since I've only used one avocado, I want to just make it a little bit smoother. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there just to smooth it out. Because I normally use 2 or 3 avocados. One I never usually do, but as I said, these are leftovers. And I'm just making this recipe, this video for all of my cooking friends out there in YouTube land and chilling in the kitchen land. Okay, here we go. So, this is almost ready. Now, I just want to show you something before the shrimp butt is done. I want you to see this steak. This is what we're talking about with no salt, okay? This is a nice piece of steak. And you want steak that has like a lot of marble, a lot of fat, because that really helps the flavor, enhances it. So what I put on here is I have cracked pepper, I have thyme, I have lemon juice in here to give it that tart flavor for those folks who might miss the salt, and I have garlic powder. Look at that son of a gun. I'm throwing this on the grill later, and guess what? I ain't missing a beat without any salt. All right? All right. So here we go. And I like to cook in real time just to show you how easy this is. Look at these shrimp. Barbara, could you focus in on that just a little bit? Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Look at that. They're done. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my guacamole mix, put it on my crackers. Okay. Just like so. Very delicately, very easy, easy. All right, this takes no time. But when you have people come over and they see something like this and they say, oh my God, you must have toiled for a while. Well, you can tell them anything you want, but the bottom line is the taste. All right, and you put the shrimp right on top, like so. Okay. Fantastic. One more. Cinco de Mayo. Oh, well, it's actually October. And there you have it. Now, look at this. Look at this piece of food. Look at this appetizer. Okay? And imagine you here in the house smelling the curry and the garlic, the onion, the guacamole. Listen, it don't take no time. You don't have to do a whole lot to please your guest. What I got on my chin? Got something on my chin? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, who cares about that? They know I'm eating. The bottom line is the eating's good. Now, the last thing. I've got some white wine here. It goes good with this. White wine usually goes good with seafood and stuff like that. This is from France's Domaine du Tuja, or Tuja, whatever. How do I pronounce that, Barbara?
I can't see the
She doesn't know. Whatever. Anyway, the bottom line is get some white wine with this. And if you don't drink wine, just get some sparkling cider or something like that to go with this kind of dish here. You're going to be a hit no matter where you go.